Good morning. Just thought I'd wish you guys a happy Christmas to you and your families, and a happy New Year. Been doing a gardening video. Thought I'd present it to you. Been back in Australia now for a couple months, 2.5 months, and been working on our Raynor Naturopathic gardens here. So I'm going to give you a big tour. And in the new year, finally got my green card for working in the U.S. So we're actually heading over there. So 2024, I have going to be teaching in the United States. So I'm excited about that. So look forward to seeing you all there for those that are U.S. residents. And here's the garden tour. All right. Merry Christmas. Happy New Year. So I'm going to take you on a garden tour here. This is a little fig tree we got happening in front of our pool. We got a magnesium pool. Got some bananas growing in pots. I've got a nice hand in them before. This is lemongrass. This is lemon verbena that's flowering here. And in amongst it is a pomegranate tree. You can see the nice little flowers here. And this is a Suriname cherry tree. It's got some Suriname cherries on it actually. Here's one. And rich in vitamin C. Nice. Sweet. And so over here we've got another pomegranate that's in flower. This is a dragon fruit behind. And that's a mango tree. I put a net on it to protect it from possums and things, the mangoes, but it hasn't grown any mangoes this year. So that's our veggie garden back there with a beautiful lime tree in the front, mango trees. And we'll go around here. So this is our pineapple section. I just keep it under the shade cloth of our pool. So you can see a couple pineapples growing. So basically we get all of our pineapples, and what you do is you take the tops off and you take a few bits of the leaves that are coming out the bottom, put them in water to get the roots to grow, and then plant them. And then a couple years later you'll get a pineapple. So that'd be a couple of years old. You can see that they come up very beautifully actually. And there's another one over here. So probably need to be a couple more weeks. There's the kids having a little wander. Hi. So we'll go on another little walk. Filming. So these are pineapple tops that we've taken off, taken the bottoms off. So we pull the very bottom leaves off, and then roots will start to grow down at the very bottom. These still need a little bit of time. You can see the tiny little roots starting to grow there. Once they've grown a bit, then I'll put them into pots. So this is our citrus grove. This is a kumquat. It's just finished flowering, but it's got a few fruits growing and tiny fruits and everything. They're a fruit that you eat with the peel on it. It's a citrus, and it's very, very rich in vitamin C. A mulberry tree here. This mandarin tree produced some of the best mandarins when we came back, because we were overseas, Canada, America, and England, Fiji. Came back and it had 50 or 100 mandarins on it, and they were so sweet. They were like honey sweet. So it's just recovering now. When we came back, it was a drought and everything was very dry. I had to water everything, but we've had some rain lately. This is another mandarin and a fig, and we've got a dragon fruit that's going up the old tree trunk there. And then through here we've got rosemary, nice big rosemary bush. This is a lemon myrtle, which is it's a native to this area in Queensland, and it's incredible for fighting flus and viruses. I actually wrote to the Minister for Health when they had the COVID thing and said, why aren't they putting lemon myrtle oil into air conditioning units, because it kills viruses, or doing some tests on it with COVID. But of course he was an idiot. wrote back, oh, we haven't done the tests. I'm like, we'll do them. This is a Brazilian custard apple. This is a citrus that got knocked over, and it's now just one that it's very spiky, so that's the one that you would put a stalk onto. So graft a nicer tree on. This is an orange, just finished flowering as well, so you can see there's going to be tiny little fruits on it. If you look up there, you'll see some tiny fruits. Yeah, so beautiful smell when it was flowering too, just a week or so ago. This is a kaffir lime, and again, lots of just finished flowering, so lots of tiny fruits. Produces a lot of fruit. And kaffir limes, you can use the leaves, a lot of Thai cooking, Vietnamese, and you can also use the fruit itself. And this is very prolific. You can see there's so many fruits coming on that. This is a beautiful grapefruit tree. And again, just finished flowering. Sort of probably everything will be in when we come back here, hopefully in May or so. Lots of beautiful flowers that have just changed into fruits. We had a hot day today, and we're getting ready to go to the US. I've finally got my immigrant visa, so that's exciting. And hopefully to be there by 2024. This is now December 2023. This is a lemonade fruit tree. So they crossed a lemon with something else, and it tastes like lemonade. It's beautiful. Just finished flowering as well, but this was very bare when we got back. So that's our citrus grove. There's some nice flowers behind, and I planted some rosemary and lavender back there. Got all our water tanks at the back there. And this is the kids' mud hut where they cook up things with mud. We made it for them. And our compost heap there. So we pretty much compost everything that we can, like cardboard and like all sorts of vegetable scraps and everything. And it makes great compost. So I know it's not the prettiest thing, but yeah, that's what we do with that. So we've got some native trees that are in this rougher area of our property. So these are callistemons, or grevilleas actually. All right. And then we've got some nice little flowers and things. And these are callistemons. Bamboo that's growing really well. These are called grummy chamas, which are from South America. Actually a beautiful fruit, and it's just finished flowering. Let's see, there's a few flowers actually still. So that's exciting. And as we come down here, we've got some more callistemons and lily pillies. So they're native trees. That's a mulberry, another mulberry. This over here is just a coffee bush, actually. Interestingly enough. So these are what coffee fruits look like, and they actually taste really nice. You get them when they're kind of like this, red. If they get too dark, then like some of these ones are too dark, they won't taste good, but these actually will taste beautiful. Yum. And the seeds inside of them are coffee beans. So you can see how much one little bush makes. So one day I'm going to make my own coffee out of that. This is another callistemon, and you can see actually it attracts the native Australian bees, and there's one little bee floating around there, the tiny bees here. We get the big bees as well, but they're not native. And they're a beautiful flower. So they can be used in flower essence therapy and all sorts of stuff. And another lily pilly. I'm not sure what that is. I think that's a native volunteer. But up there, that's a longan that's growing really nicely. Suriname cherry, it's not fruiting at the moment. This is a small lychee that we put in. This is a fajoa. It's getting very big now. Must be 15, 20 feet. That's a lychee over there that I grew from seed. So we've now been here, I think it's 8 years. So yeah, around 2015 we bought the property and started planting all this. None of this was here when we bought it. This is another long gun and some bamboo that we put in. It's getting quite large now as well. This is another type of acerola cherry, I believe, and they're fruiting quite nicely. Yeah, beautiful flowers too. This is a feijoa. It's like a New Zealand guava. Neem. This is a very bitter leaf that's used in India to kill viruses and things like that. And I use neem oil a lot as a pesticide. This is a coffee tree, and you can see they're not as ripe, they're overripe. So this is another small lychee tree that I've got in here. I've been dealing with a pest called lychee arenosmite, which has been really devastating to my lychee tree. So I'm always having to look, and when I see little things like this, I'll show you it on another lychee tree. I have to be careful and cut them off. This is a peach, a tropical peach tree. Another longin. A sapodillo tree. Sapodillos are like a brown sugar fruit. They're incredible. They're beautiful. This is a lily pilly, and another lychee over here. Just all growing back after we had that drought. It had really nice rain lately. So as we come through here, this is still not really the best ground, but we've got a nice mango tree here. This is another neem tree, and another peach, tropical peach. So there's the neem again. Very, very beneficial for so many things. The young neem leaves and will kill a lot of intestinal parasites and things like that. And the citrus. So again, these had no leaves on them when we came back. There's a nice fig tree back there too that we planted. A Suriname cherry, another citrus. And this is another sapodillo, one of my favorite fruits. Again, we only put these in about a year ago, so we'll see how they go. Another Suriname cherry. Another Suriname cherry. Another, there's a peach and a nectarine. Another citrus. This is a really nice big lemon myrtle tree that we put in. Again, the leaves, you rub the leaves together and they smell beautiful. They also can be used to flavor like cakes and things, like lemon myrtle muffins. Oh, it's such a beautiful smell. It's one of my favorite smells of all. So this one's a citrus tree. First time I've seen it flower. Haven't had any fruit off of that yet. A banksia that seems to have almost died. Feijoa. Another banksia that's alive. It survived the drought, because like I said, we were away for 4 months and there wasn't a lot of rain while we were away. So more citrus, another citrus, Suriname cherry. That is a star apple. They require a bit of water. You got to be careful with them. Another peach. This is a lychee that's just come out, and I've been having to deal with this lychee arenosmite mite on this tree. And you can see some of the leaves here that's affected by the mite that basically destroys the leaves, and this one too. So it's been a big battle for me. Every day I have to come out, but it's got nice new growth on it. And then another mulberry. If we go through here, here's another beautiful lychee tree, all just got a whole lot of new growth on it. Really doing well. And a big mango. Again, these produce some of the best mangoes ever, but this year doesn't seem to have been too good. This is actually a tropical apple tree, and that's a Buddha hand citrus. And got over here, I think this is a native tamarind or something. This is a finger lime, which is a native Australian lime. And a cherry guava. I think this one's actually fruiting. And this lychee that almost died, but it's coming back to life. Yeah, you can see some fruit starting to come in on this. And I forgot what that is. It looks some sort of relative of a mango, though, with the leaves. And then we've got over here another lily pillies and clystemons, and then more lychee. Some people call them lychee in South Africa. I noticed they call them lychee in some places, maybe England or somewhere. That doesn't matter. New growth. Small one there. That banana's been there in the background since we got here. That is a guava, so one of the bigger guavas. Forgot what type it is, but it's a big green guava with a mulberry behind it and a nice beautiful citrus. Had one fruit off of that this year and it was really good. This is our bottom water tank. I just filled it up from the dam, so we've got water there. And another feijoa, so New Zealand guava, and a mango that we put in recently and it's already flowering. And if we come around here, there's another lychee, and this is another beautiful mango that flowered and fruited a couple of years ago and was beautiful. This is really interesting. This one, it's a pepper bush, native Australian pepper bush, and so you get these little fruits, and there's a couple, right? And they're really beautiful. They taste a bit peppery, but they're great. Yum. Really nice. Another lychee here. Again, some of these leaves are have to be careful of. This is another star apple, growing reasonably. This is one of my two best lychee trees here. They've done really well. Another lemon myrtle behind. And this is the other lychee tree that's produced beautiful lychees with a cherry guava behind it. Again, I'm just having to monitor especially when it grows new growth. Lychee ornosomite is such a pain in the ass, basically. And it looks like that from behind, but then it can, like a big blister on it. And you got to burn it, otherwise it'll take over your tree and destroy them. So been a big problem for me this year. There's another one. And here we got the other side of that other lychee with another feijoa. No, sorry, that's a, what is that? Oh, it'll come to me. Always forget the name of that tree. So yeah, beautiful lychee leaves. Golden Glory grevillea. So another type of grevillea with beautiful flowers. And this Banksia is doing really well. I love Banksias. They're a native Australian tree. And it's got a lot of new growth. This is another beautiful mango right here. And there's the back of that lychee tree. Another lychee tree over here. What else we got here? There's another lychee. You can see I like lychees. Suriname cherry here. Oh, it's got a big Suriname cherry growing there. That'll be ripe in a day or so. When they're dark red, they're ripe. And another lychee. I just mowed this whole area. It was all quite overgrown. Small mango tree. Another star apple. Lychee. This is a persimmon. And this tree produced a couple of persimmons for its first time last year, and they were absolutely beautiful. Beautiful looking. I actually didn't get to taste them because I was away and they got eaten. And here's another cherry guava. And this is a full guava here. So that's our neighbor's property. But if we go through here, when we get to the area, what we call the mounds, which is just across the road, We have some native trees through here. So I've been using a combination of different things, chicken manure and compost and worm castings, that sort of thing. That is a soursop. I'll go and have a closer look at that in a second. This is a nice star apple that's doing really well. And this mango tree we planted only a few years ago. It's already got some mangoes on it. And yeah, star apple. Yeah, so this is called a soursop, and it has some. They're really interesting tropical fruit. There's some flowers, and they're developing into fruits. I know there's quite a few. Oh, you can see up there. That's the fruit up there, right in behind there, and they're kind of a prickly-looking fruit. But yeah, really combination of like sour and sweet. This is another mango tree, lemon verbena. This is called, this is a native, I think it's an elephant something. Can't remember exactly. Oh, there you go. You can see that soursop's almost ripe, actually. Hard to see probably with the lighting. Even me, it's a bit hard to see, but yeah. So we have these different mounds, some aloe vera, more aloe vera growing there. We planted that. That's a jacaranda or something, or a she oak or something. This is a wampi over here. Wampis are from Indonesia, and this produces beautiful fruits, actually. Small like a grape, but a distinct flavor. People ask me, what do they like? I'm like, it's really hard to describe, but they're beautiful. So it's quite big. And another citrus, mandarin, I believe. It was a bit mangled when I got back, but I fixed it up. Another soursop there. This could be a ice cream bean tree, I think, but I'm not 100% sure. Another, almost tripped. Another soursop tree here. Just cut down some trees over here that were dead. We'll try going through here. Lychee. So these ones don't have that mite on them, which is good. I've been having to just observe them. This one too has just got a whole lot of flush of new growth. That ice cream bean tree that must be 25 feet, 30 feet high. This mango tree died, unfortunately. And another soursop. You can see some of the, these are small, it's changing from a fruit to a flower. Right in there. This is mugwort that they use as a herb for moxibustion in Chinese medicine, to make moxibustion sticks. It grows quite prolifically. I've had to get rid of a lot of it because it overtakes the garden. This is like a she oak tree that we put in. It's already huge. And this is mugwort. And another soursop. Lychee. Ice cream bean tree, soursop, lychee. These are a type of wattle that we put in. Callistemons. And another lychee tree over here with some rosemary in front. Again, all beautiful new growth. It's December. It takes a lot to manage, especially when I'm traveling and teaching and stuff, running the business. This area's gotten a little bit overgrown, but there's a mulberry tree and a macadamia nut tree they struggle a little bit, the mac nuts. Here's like avocados. We haven't had a great success with avocados here. They tend to die. I'm going to be cutting all that back there like an invasive tree. Fig. And a mulberry. This is another acerola cherry. And this looks like, pretty sure this is a mango as well, or a longan. Could be a longan. So that's, yeah, this is another acerola cherry. Lots of cherries developing. And then we just had to cut a few dead trees down that I haven't mulched yet. This is a guava, big guava, and a mandarin tree that flowers and fruits really well. This is a jackfruit, one of the biggest fruits in the world. Produced some nice fruits, but I had a fruit fly problem, which is what that container is. Anyway, when we came back, it was pretty dry, but now it's come back to life. And another guava, my neighbor's property. And then down here is what we call our first dam. I've just been getting that fixed. So we got a bit of water in here, but not too much. Lots of birds going everywhere. And a feijoa. You can see it's all pretty lush back there. So we got a bit of water there. This is another view just back through there with a few macadamia nuts and things that I planted, but haven't done that. They haven't done that well. This garden we're coming into now, I call the New Forest Garden. Planted it during COVID when we were kind of stuck here. And this area was really overtaken by weeds, especially like ground lantana, which is what this purple flowering weed is. So I cleared a lot of that, but obviously not all. And it comes back pretty quick. And then I started planting through here. So we've got Suriname cherries through here. We've got a mango, more Suriname cherries, small lychees. That was an avocado tree that died, and a port wine magnolia. And yeah, more small lychees. This is a lime, Tahitian lime. A couple of more Suriname cherries. So they grow very well here. But yeah, this is doing really well. Another Suriname cherry and another feijoa. The mango seems to be growing quite well. More Suriname cherries. Another citrus, I believe it's a red grapefruit, that one. And more Suriname cherries. This is another yellow cherry guava. This lychee was kind of half dead when I got back, but it's come back to life with lots of new growth. So I've got more lychees here. Another Suriname cherry and a small citrus. And that's like a another Brazilian custard apple, I believe. Banksia back there. So I have to check these leaves because they're actually looking like they could have some problem. But I'll double check. And then down here I got a bunch more lychees. It's a bit overgrown. I'm just in the process of kind of mowing it and cleaning it up. So there's, I think bandicoots have been digging holes in the ground, which is what you can see here. They dig quite deep holes. That's my lawnmower under there. But yeah, they make deep holes, which you got to be careful of, like when you're lawn mowing and stuff. But these are all lychee trees of different varieties that I have here. Again, you can see then a lot of dead leaves that happened while we were away. Just got back and managed to save it. Another lychee over there. And that's another persimmon. Another lychee. And another one. And another guava. That lychee seemed to have died. Here's the small lychee. Another lychee. And guess what? Another lychee. And then over here, back there, behind the dam, there's a tropical nectarine. Right here. That seems to be doing pretty well. Yeah, this is like my little peaceful area that I like to come. Just get away from everything. It's like lots of birds and wallabies and that sort of thing. My wife's seen a couple snakes recently. You know, we usually see 2 or 3 a year, but nothing major. Not like taipans and stuff that they get in some parts of Australia. But I had seen a red-bellied black snake and a few brown snakes and a lot of pythons. So yeah, this is the Brazilian custard apple. Another Banksia. Again, it's only just recovered from not getting watered, but it should be okay, hopefully. And more cherry apples. Or something, I forgot actually. This is a nice Banksia here. They produce a really amazing looking flower. These are kind of old now, but fresh Banksias are amazing flowers. So we use the cardboard to suppress the weeds. So we put a hell of a lot of cardboard down in that area and then put mulch on top of about half of it. Another Banksia here, macadamia nut. Again, they take a while, even though they're native to Australia, but they don't seem to grow very quick. And then down here, another macadamia nut. And it's got some new growth on it, so at least it's happy. We get a lot of the sticks and things, and we just put them around the plants. And an avocado that passed away. And another grapefruit tree here. It's a white grapefruit. And then one more sapodillo. Seems to be doing okay. They can handle a little bit of time without rain. But now we're going to go up the top to our hillside garden. So it'll be a bit boring walking up. But this is basically our property. A lot of our property is just natural, and we use it as a wildlife reserve. So my wife saw koalas yesterday. We see wallabies all the time. And yeah, quite a few different things. We've seen echidnas, bandicoots, yeah, big goannas, which are like huge lizards. Yeah, I'll see what we see anyway. So this is our second dam. This one holds a lot more water than the first. So I used to swim in this dam, and then I went away to teach a course in New Zealand. Came back a couple weeks later, went for a swim, and this red-bellied black snake poked its head up right in front of me. They can swim, and they like dams. So then we built that swimming pool. That was probably 5 years ago. So it just didn't. They are one of the world's most venomous snakes. They're not an aggressive snake, but if you tread on them and they bite you, they could kill you. But they do keep the brown snakes at bay. So that's those little plastic bottles are holding the pump piping there. And this is it also gets, like, when there is a drought, it allows water for a lot of the native animals. So whether they be the koalas or the wallabies, they'll often be down here. Even the goannas, I often see goannas down here. Goannas can be like 5 feet long sometimes. Dragonfly floating across. All right, so as we come away from the dam number 2 I call it, we're coming to the bottom of one of our original gardens. This is a beautiful mango tree. Again, a lot of the mangoes seem to be flowering late this year. That's a nice mac nut tree. It's small. Same with this one, macadamia. They're at least growing. And that's a Thai mango. So again, only just flowering. They produce a beautiful mango. It's more a long and thin mango. And that's a miniature one. And this is another mango. This is a grevillea that died. Here's a guava and a big mulberry. We sometimes don't get to eat all the mulberries because the birds eat them first. So we've just been mulching a lot of this area, macadamia nuts, and these are a Queensland wattle. Beautiful feeling leaf. It's a native to Queensland, and it's really soft. Mulberry tree over here, and I think this is a native gardenia of some sort. And nice flowers. This is a cherry guava, the yellow cherry guava. So there's two types of cherry guavas, yellow and red. And this is the yellow, and it produces a really sweet guava. Small, like a bit bigger than a grape. And these are bunya nuts. And sour sops over here, and you can see, again, some fruit on the tree. Let's see if I can focus in on that. And over here, another bunya nut that we put in. And these are, again, some native pines and things. I forgot what we put them in. They're a bit rare. And then over here on this fence, this is tough ground, but the dragon fruits are going crazy. One of them's even going way up that tree. So most of the time you put them on old stumps so they become more like that, where they branch out. I'll show you some dragon fruit flowers later when we get to the veggie garden if they're still open. This is a star apple again, another one of the acacias or wattles, pomegranate tree and flower. They're a beautiful flower. The pomegranates start to grow. And as we go this way, we put all these are just various native trees that we planted. And peach. Kids playing on their swings over there. And this is called a chocolate pudding fruit tree, also known as a black sapote. Hi, sweetheart. And it produced a fruit with a chocolate pudding kind of taste. This is a grapefruit, a white grapefruit. And we got salvias, we got some pineapples, and we'll go up that way once the kids stop screaming. Lemon myrtle here. As we come down here, again, a huge bamboo that we put in. Produces a lot of mulch on the ground. Mulch is so important, especially in a place like Australia where they call it the land of drought and flood, because we tend to get very dry times for months, 6 months, 9 months. Then all of a sudden it'll rain like crazy, like it's been raining up in Cairns. So we've got both star fruit and star apples. This is a star fruit, and it's just flowering now. They're the ones that look like a star on the outside. And yeah, beautiful fruit. They haven't produced any fruit yet. This is another guava, a couple Suriname cherries, and a medjool date right there that we put in, Pajoa. Medjool date we grew from a seed that we got. It came from California. We just thought we'd see how it goes. This is another lime tree. These purple hoses are actually our gray water. This is a jackfruit, another jackfruit. And a callistemon. Beautiful flowers here. You can hear the birds. This is another grommichama that's going into flower. This one actually has produced fruit, and they're beautiful. Never had a grommichama before. I ate one from this a couple years ago. So another mandarin here. And another sapodillo with some rosemary. And this is a native frangipani. Also, in America they're called plumerias, but it's a native one. And this is a golden glory grevillea. Again, quite big now, 20 feet high, producing some beautiful flowers. And if we come through here, just some small lychees, another Golden Glory Grevillea, she oaks that we put in. This is a mulberry. Again, I'm not sure if this one's fruiting. Doesn't, yeah, little tiny fruits are starting to come on. But again, the birds tend to sort of get them pretty quick before they ripen if we're not careful. And the guava. Another guava here. This Banksy only just survived us being away, but it seems to be alive. Produce some. They're pretty interesting. After they flower, they become these hard seed pods. This is a carob tree. So carob like chocolate, but it's a bean. Another grevillea. Some nice flowers. Coffee bush, as we saw before. These are the, you can see the ones that are, you can eat the fruits of the coffee. So these are nice, like when they're about that color. More like the red side, but yummy. And then here, this is another guava. I got a Hawaiian guava and another kind of guava down here somewhere. And of course, cherry guavas. This is a cherry guava. This is another wampi. Come quite big trees from Indonesia. It's like a grape tree. I mentioned that before. Suriname cherry and a lemon tree. A couple natives. Another guava, another wampi. That's a macadamia nut tree. Seems to be doing quite well. Probably one of our best macadamia nuts. A mango that died back there. It was only small. It took forever. Fajoa. So the New Zealand guava. Another macadamia nut tree back there. And some more bamboo. Went and put those bamboo in when they were quite small. So bamboo does sort of well. This is what we call our native garden here. I can't name all these different trees. They're different types of callistemons. That obviously passed away. So is this. That's a peach. And then as we come up here, this is called mother of herb around this. This is a soursop tree as well. So the mother of herbs used quite medicinally. It's a very powerful herb. And then here we've got another, either a pink grapefruit or a white grapefruit. I forget. I think this is a red grapefruit or a pink grapefruit. You can see there some nice fruits coming on. They'll be ready in a few months. Hopefully they'll still be here when we get back. There's some more here. And then this is another acerola cherry. These are a native tree that produces some beautiful flowers. We just had a whole lot of the natives produce a whole lot of beautiful pink flowers everywhere. This is an orange. This is one of my favorite trees here. It's a beautiful tasting grapefruit. You can see it's got some nice fruits on it. And then another part of our native garden with callistemons and different native trees. Something's running away from me there. More grevilleas. And this is a nice bamboo that's gotten very tall. And a white mulberry. You can see this is fruiting. Some of these might be okay. Yeah, this one's probably good. Very sweet. That's another medjool date. Some natives, some golden glory grevilleas. Another star apple here. And some grevilleas. It's my grapefruit. Just planted this mango recently. I forgot what kind it is. It probably says, so it might just not say anymore now. This is a mandarin with a peach behind it. And this is the acerola cherry. It's one of the richest sources of vitamin C. It's just flowering on this one, whereas the other ones are fruiting. So this salvia. These are called hot lips. Nice flowers. And some more mulberries here. They're all looking quite nice. These are the black mulberries. And a star apple with a clusterman behind. More peaches and lime, salvias, guava. And then if we go up here, hey kids, how you going? All right, we'll have to deal with that in a minute. Guava, lychee, peach, another dragon fruit, crawling up palms, pineapples, and peaches, and this beautiful. So these are so you can see these beautiful grevilleas, and these are what the kumquats look like. So when they're orange, you can just eat them. They're a bit sour, but you eat the actual skin as well. So that one up there is probably ready to be eaten. And they're about like that. Yeah. This is a beautiful mango tree. Produced some of the best mangoes I've ever had. Huge mangoes that are full of flavor. So that's our swimming pool there that we put in after the snake. Here we have, oh yeah, there's some dragon fruit starting to grow. And pomegranates. This lime tree was one of the few trees that were here when we got here. It's produced so many limes. And got more dragon fruits through here. And this is another carob tree. And another soursop. Lots of fruit starting to come on this. Pineapples, carob. Oh, the dragon fruit flowers were so beautiful a few days ago, but now the flowers have come small and the fruits are coming on. And this one produces a lot. And beautiful grevilleas. Lemongrass. Mix with grevilleas. Corey did see a snake in the garden over here the other day, but more dragon fruits coming on. Pomegranates. So we'll go into our veggie garden now. We put a few native trees, and that's one of my dams up there. This whole area back here, that's where I was one day maybe thinking about putting a hall. But back here, our property goes quite a ways back there. This is where we hear the koalas at night, because we border a national park on that side and that side. So that's our garden there. And now, like I say, we'll go into the veggie garden. More dragon fruits are all growing up the sides here. This mango was another tree that was here when we got here. It just hasn't grown that much. But it's got new growth on it now. We've added a lot of mushroom compost and all sorts of stuff down there to help it grow. This is a moringa tree. So moringa is a very beneficial plant in Ayurvedic medicine. Put it in stews and different things. Ice cream bean tree here. Another nice fruit. Oh, flowery. And a lychee. So we put these garden beds in as well. Here we got thyme, sage. And this is, again, we only just got these beds happening because we were away. More sage, chives, the rosemary's flowering. This is a longan. It's going quite well. all the dragon fruits back there. Basil, or basil in American English. Again, we haven't really done much with these this year because we were away so much. And you wouldn't believe it. A few days ago, these dragon fruit flowers were amazing. Huge white flowers. And this mango tree was actually here when we got here as well. Hasn't really produced any mangoes yet, so we'll see what happens. I put all this netting over it to protect it. But it flowered and then didn't produce anything. A couple more of our water tanks. We've actually been making sun teas. So sun teas are made, like I get some thyme, some rosemary, some sage, some lemon myrtle, which I showed you before, some lemon verbena, and lemon grass. That's basil there. Chives. And I put it in a bottle and put it out in the sun for a day. Big bottle. We make tea that way. It's called sun tea. That's been fun. And tarragon we've been using, which is over here as well. So this is, again, new growth. I got a grape kind of vine growing up the side here. And yeah, just the beds aren't being used so much at the moment. But yeah, more growth on that mango. And the limes here, this is a Tahitian lime. And it's very, very bountiful. You can see a lot more growing, but there's quite a few limes on it. And there are beautiful limes. Really nice tasting. And this tree just produces and produces, so really happy with it. Kids running around. They got a lot of fun places to play here. That's pretty much our garden. That's the mango. Like I said, this is my favorite mango. Incredible. Yeah, so we got a little back area too, but there's not much happening back there. A few things I'll show you there quickly. So yeah, this is all our side area here. Oh, this is a beautiful jasmine plant that my wife got for me. She knows how much I love jasmine. And the smell is just so beautiful. Wow, nice. So this is our back area. So our back area, you can see there's a wallaby hopping away. As we came back here, put in a few new water tanks here recently, but we always see wallabies on our property. And here's our sort of banana area. We put them in the pots, and then yeah, we've had a nice hand of bananas from here. And then yeah, this is our back deck, and I just spent like good part of quite a while actually putting new oil on it. All around it's our veranda. Yeah, it took a while, but the kids play on it with their cars and everything. Sometimes we do massages out here. This is a nice guava here, and another, this is a lemon tree here, so I should harvest that lemon. And then our backyard isn't that big compared to our front, but we put some bamboo in, different nice flowering trees and stuff. Made a little garden here, pomegranate, another mango tree growing back here, some pineapples in the background there, and another acerola cherry. I do really love the flowers, the pomegranates. And frangipanis back there. More plumerias, as I know. And this is, I think it's like a mock orange. Some jasmine type of stuff. You can make jasmine tea out of the flowers. And another citrus in a pot, and frangipani back there, plumeria. So, and then we got a bunch of water tanks back here. So they're almost like 2/3 full at the moment, which is nice. And again, we see these were here, of course, when we got here. And this is where we saw a mother koala and a baby koala one time. So that's pretty much it. Got a few little gardens here and there besides that. Oh, this is another lychee. So yeah, hope you enjoyed the tour of the garden. So yeah, we got some more natives here. Lots of aloe vera, pineapples, and more pineapples, Suriname cherries, and rosemary. More rosemary. Got lavender here as well somewhere. Oh, this is a beautiful plant called lemon verbena. And this is great in a tea. Wonderful. Oh, the smell is incredible. Beautiful flowers too. All right, that's pretty much it. Oh, I just oiled this seat. Yeah. This is our driveway where this is where we planted a bunch of macadamia nuts as well. And we've got, I think these are native gardenias. Oh, they started to flower. They produce these fruits, but they're not edible. But nice little flowers here. Oh, they are so beautiful to smell. Let's go over here. Wow, they're all starting to come out. Yeah. Yeah, so we just planted a bunch of stuff down the driveway, basically. So it's called Kula Rise, our driveway. It's actually, which means koala in the native Aboriginal language. Some more macadamia nuts. Some of them just don't grow very well, but some of them, you know, they're gradually getting there. They're a few years old now. We put them in like at least 6 years ago. Some grevilleas that struggled, but yeah, it's sort of interesting how it varies the quality of our soil from one part of the garden to another. So yeah, that's going down our driveway. December 2023.